Just showing off some of the capabilities of Solid Edge with synchronous technology when it comes to making design changes. You see that in the 3D environment, I can click on any feature, let's say this hole, and then use these arrows to precision move it. Notice that Solid Edge will detect and maintain geometric relationships. It'll know that I want to move this boss as well. And I can enter in a value. You can also place dimensions anywhere in 3D space, and these dimensions become driving dimensions. You can actually use them to modify the model, and the directional control you get means you can decide which features are going to move to accommodate that dimension change. So the ability to place dimensions anywhere in 3D space, once you already have your model out of the way, has a lot of benefit. It means that you can get your general design down and then ensure proper fit and function by putting in some dimensions and then adding some precision to the model. The steering wheel that you use to make these changes in synchronous technology means that you can modify the model in ways that wouldn't be possible using traditional 3D CAD techniques. One of the features I really like in Solid Edge is what's called a live section. What this is basically a plane that you can drop anywhere on the model and then move it around, and it'll give you a cross section of the model at any point. You can move it up and down. You can even rotate it, and the cross section will update. What you can do with this cross section is use it as a tool to make changes to your design. You can click on these lines and use the arrows to precision move them. You can also place dimensions in between lines in the cross section and then modify those dimensions to further update your design. Sometimes it's easier just to hide the whole design body and work just with the cross section. You can interrogate the model and get some really valuable information. For example, I noticed that in this area here, I've got not enough material here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to add a dimension to that and then modify that dimension to beef up that area, add some material in there. If I wanted to modify the shape of the cross section, I can actually just start drawing directly on it. Let's say I wanted to change this area so that the cross section looked something like, I don't know, this. All I'd have to do now is select that area and remove it. And the cross section will update. And this will in turn update the model. You see that if we turn that back on, it's gone and made those changes for us. So Solid Edge with synchronous technology gives you a lot of tools, but more importantly, it frees you from some of the constraints of history and sketch-based modeling. See, it even works on parts with a lot of revolved features like this one.